just arrived in the world's most viral city. This is Chongqing, China's cyberpunk megacity, home to 31 million people. It is the world's largest city, but chances are you've never heard of it. I have 3 days to explore the sights, the food, and of course the social media hotspots to see if Chongqing is worth the hype. Let's do it. Alright, first stop had to be this place. It's Liza Station. Now, probably the most TikTok viral place in the whole of Chongqing, maybe one of the most TikTok viral places in the whole of China. It's a complete and utter tourist hotspot. So many people have come out just to see this. And this is quite unique. I've never seen anything like it before. The metro station is inside the building, a residential building, and therefore the train passes through the building. I can't say I would want to live in that building. It's split into two parts. The lower part, the orange part, is a shopping centre. There's shops there, there's food there, everything you would expect in a shopping centre. But the top part, the green part, is residential. And when I was coming down, I was on the second floor and I could definitely hear the train passing through. But apparently there's some architectural ingenuity that's meant to dampen the sound and reduce the sound. To me, this place literally symbolises China. Things like this, the ingenuity, the crazy things you wouldn't expect, full of surprises. It's funny though, isn't it? The power of social media. All of these people, all of these crowds are here just to watch the train go through a building, made famous from TikTok. But then I can't really speak, can I? Because I'm here and you guys can't speak because you're watching it. I've come to Mountain City Alley, or the Sancheng footpath. It's a historical area, and this happens a lot in China. They turn a historical area into a tourist attraction, essentially, to preserve and teach about it. So, let's go find out what it's like. One thing you're going to need to prepare for in Chongqing is hills. It's a city built on hills, but it seems more than that. It seems like it's just built in tiers and hills and little alleyways and passageways and steps everywhere, intertwining. Makes it a super interesting place. You never know what you're going to find behind one corner, but my God, there are a lot of steps in this city. And obviously, when you come to the mountain city, expect steps. Okay, of course, it's touristy. I mean, what would you expect? But because I think I'm early, it's not actually that crazy busy. And there's lots of nice things here. It's actually kept very tastefully. There's lots of nice views of the city, of course, but even in here, little courtyards, nice little shops with crafts and things like that. Lots of food going on as well. Of course, on the main street, it's quite touristy and a little bit tacky, but when you actually get into the narrow little alleys, you kind of get a sense of how life used to be like in this area. I like it. Couldn't resist, could I? Little snack, 3 yuan. Little pancake, I guess, little pancake cake. That's like a hockey puck. Got one with jam on the inside, but I just love watching them, or watching her make these things, squeezing the batter in and just flipping them when they're ready. Nice and golden on the outside. Chewier than I expected. Big dollop of jam on the inside. Oh, that's like everything you want as a kid. Crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the middle, sweet and jammy on the inside. Wow, What a change. I'm not sure how long ago this was, knowing China and its rapid development. It was probably about a year ago. But this is what Chongqing used to look like. 1929, I'm being blind. 1929, Chongqing used to look like that. What a change, what a change. Who would have thought that would have become this cyberpunk megacity? Tell you what though, one thing I'm not getting tired of, even on a cloudy day like today, even on a slightly hazy day like today, are the views. The skyline of this city is incredible. Wherever you are, wherever you look, skyscrapers, bridges, the river, mountains, incredible. And if it's good by day, it is insanely stunning by night. But we'll see more of that later in the video. But well, we're on the mountain city, so I keep glancing out and seeing the view. Incredible. I had to stop here to have a cup of tea. I don't drink caffeine, I've given up caffeine, but when you see an old tea house like this in a historic area, the building is just stunning. Everything in here is stunning. Old wooden and stone tea house, very friendly staff. I just had to sit down and have a chrysanthemum, I think it is, a flower tea. Tea is such a big part of Chinese culture, even if you don't drink caffeine like me. Thank God they have the fruit teas and they have the floral teas, so you can still take part in that culture. It's an absolute must. I saw this noodle shop, absolutely jam-packed with people. And when the place is this busy, even if it's not on the list or not on the plan, you just have to stop, don't you? I think finding good food is as much about your nose and your eyes as checking your phone and checking reviews. It didn't quite come out looking how I expected. I thought there were going to be stewed peas on top. However, it does look absolutely incredible. Thin wheat noodles, absolutely covered in chili. There's pork mince in there too. Maybe the peas are like stewed into the sauce. Green onions, peas, and some, look, there you go, some stewed greens as well. It looks insane, and I am starving. Chongqing is famous for its noodles, and I have been looking forward to try them. So, my first bite. Still steaming. Oh yeah. Oh, so good. Straight away the chili, but straight away that numbing, tingly Sichuan pepper, the mala. It's bold, it's rich. It's absolutely delicious, comforting on a slightly cooler morning. I tell you what, the more you eat, the more you dig into it, the more you mix it up, the flavour just gets better and better and better. One of the best bowls of noodles that I've had, just look at that. Stunning. Oh, holy smokes, that was spicy right at the bottom. There was so much Sichuan pepper, so much dried chili. My face is on fire. Wasn't the noodles I thought I was ordering. That was Wanza noodles. Now I know the name of it. But hey, sometimes mistakes are good and you get a delicious bowl just like that. What I'm starting to realize is Chongqing is all about the blend between the modern and the old. And is there a better example of it in the city than this view? Modern skyscrapers and bridge in the background. In the foreground, you have the Shabati traditional area. You wouldn't think it works, but it works. At least it gives that funky vibe that I say. I feel like whenever I'm walking around the city, I feel like I'm in some sort of like sci-fi movie or sci-fi game, and it keeps hitting me with views like this. Now, since the skyline is such an integral part to Chongqing for me, as I've been finding out so far, I wanted to come out and check out one of the iconic buildings on that skyline. And this is Raffles City. I'm not going to give you any prizes, but can you guess which country this building is from? I think you can tell by the way this one is designed. It looks like somewhere else. No? You can't get it? Come on. Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. Raffles, the original Raffles, is in Singapore, and there's another building here. Looks exactly like, or inspired by, Marina Bay Sands. Let's say that absolutely striking building on the skyline, of the many striking buildings on the skyline. But this one I think is worth checking out. At the top, there is actually a sky deck, a sky platform, where you can get views across the whole city, just $20 to go to the top, which actually isn't that bad for these big buildings, I must say. However, given that it's cloudy, given that it's hazy, given that the visibility isn't quite the best, I don't think I'm going to do it today, but it does look interesting, so add it to your list, and if the weather is good, when you come here, you guys should do it too, I think. I have come to Hunga Cave, or Hunga, one of the most popular spots in Chongqing. It is absolutely rammed here. Pure chaos. I did think that I was going to be here for them to turn the lights on, but unfortunately the lights were already on when I got here. I actually think they turn them on before it gets dark. But it is so busy. But then again, it is so pretty. Let's face it, it used to be an old defensive structure, and now it's just an absolute Instagram and TikTok hotspot, as you can see. But the building is stunning. Ancient style, old style building, brick, wood, lights, on the river, amazing views. I would say nice atmosphere, but it is very touristy, to be honest. But I can see why. It is stunning, and to be honest, you have to come here. You have to absolutely come here. The problem is that everyone's walking around with speakerphones trying to sell boat trips, because there's boats going up and down on the river. But to be honest, I think this is all part of the experience, isn't it? Bumped into another content creator.
So cool, it's so cool. Well, hello everyone.
So there's good things about so many people being here. You meet some cool people.
Okay, man. Okay.
I think there's good vibes, good energy here though. Everyone is friendly, everyone's out taking their photos, enjoying their evening. Of course, there are people going around trying to take photos for you, of course. Why wouldn't there at a place like this? But you say no, they're not pushy, and then they move on. But everyone's friendly, coming up to me, trying to talk to me, saying hello. Nice place. All right, now we're having a photo shoot.
Say hi. Hi. Hello everyone. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Okay.
Oh, it's coming. Ooh, very good. Oh, the things that happen when you have a camera in front of you, right? Sometimes it's annoying, and sometimes some cool things happen. Very nice guy, very nice guy. This is Jifangbei, Chongqing's central shopping district. Its very own Times Square, full of lights, full of billboards, full of people, and full of energy. This city is alive, and I absolutely love it. One taxi, one train, 2 buses, a walk, and an elevator later, I have made it to Ulong Karst Geology Park. Bit of an effort, I'll let you know at the end of this segment if it's worth coming. It's one of the most popular things to do as a day trip in Chongqing, even though it is a bit of an effort to get to. First impressions, this place is ridiculous. The vastness of these cliffs is incredible. I'm not gonna lie though, guys, it is busy. There are a lot of people here, as you can see. I'm not sure it takes away from the experience, although I've only just arrived, but it is something to bear in mind. It's not like you're coming into pristine nature. It is an incredibly busy tourist hotspot, but those karst cliffs, the different colors, the different textures on them, oranges, yellows, blacks, whites, grays, looks absolutely incredible. And then you add the trees and the bushes and the foliage growing off it, which I always find amazing. Incredible views, and we haven't even seen one of the natural bridges yet. All right, the first of the natural bridges is behind me. Let's forget there's also a hot air balloon behind me. I think it would be pretty cool to go up in the hot air balloon, but it's a bit weird in the natural landscape to have a wonder like this and there'd be a hot air balloon in the background. Everyone is taking a photo with their thumb, so I guess the point is the hole in the mountain looks like a thumb. I don't know, what do you guys think? But sometimes nature just takes your breath away. You don't need too many words to describe it. A cliff, the sheer size of that, and then a tunnel and a bridge, essentially, is what it is, a natural bridge running straight through it. Incredible. So we're going to go in with a little bit of Instagram versus reality. And if you think that's bad, it never ends. Wow, that reveal as you come through the first bridge, stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And there seem to be some temple buildings in the background. But the natural landscape, you can feel how ancient it is. And actually the clouds and the mist make it a little more moody, don't they? It kind of feels right for this landscape. It feels like I'm in Jurassic Park. If pterodactyls were flying, I wouldn't be surprised. It feels like that. Forget the people and focus on the natural landscapes. This is the postcard view, isn't it? Of the, I don't think it's a temple, I think it's shops. But you have the traditional building in the bottom surrounded by the green foliage and then the white cliffs in the background. Definitely the postcard view. Worth a little hike up the steps to get here. This place is incredible. the second bridge behind me. I'm not entirely sure what this one looks like, but I'm sure there'll be something that it looks like, of course. This one, I think, is where the Transformers was filmed, and this is where you get the real sense of vastness of this gorge, of this valley. The cliffs, almost, well, yeah, 360 degrees around us. I don't know how many meters high, but astonishingly high. I feel very, very small. Chongqing city made me feel very small with the tall skyscrapers, but this place makes me feel a whole new type of small. Couldn't resist, could I? So, in summary, do I think this place is worth the visit? I think so, overall. Obviously, it is a long way out of Chongqing, but it's not exactly difficult. It's just time, I think. And it is absolutely breathtaking. It is stunning. It is incredible to see nature. It's a contrast, a big contrast to the modern city of Chongqing. And if you're in the area and you have some time spare, I think you might as well visit. I'm glad I did. I'm sure you will be too. Alright guys, I've got to admit, ever since I had my first hot pot in Chengdu, I have been craving it big time. And Chongqing is just as famous for hot pot. Sichuan is famous for hot pot, of course. They are absolutely everywhere here. Walking around, you just smell that addictive smell, and I've been saving it for this moment. So I found my place, I've made my order, I've got a table full of food. I can't wait just to get into it. For the hot pot, I've gone with the spicy soup and a bone broth with mushrooms in there. I've gone for the fatty beef. I've gone for these glutinous noodles, lotus root, duck gizzards, which is an absolute must when you're having hot pot in Chongqing. We have some rice, we have some noodles, we have pig's brain, and I absolutely love pig's brain, cannot wait. Beef tripe, and then intestines. I think it's duck intestines. Oh, how good does that look? So good. So good. This is the Quing Building, and I've come here because there's something a little unique about its construction. The road level is just here, it's just one floor below. I just came up some steps to get up here. You would be forgiven for thinking that this level was ground level and not floor one, having come up one staircase. But if we come over here to the other side of the building, you're no longer on floor one. You won't believe it, but you're on floor 22. I told you this place doesn't feel real, but it just sums up the hills in this place. Chongqing has so many hills. Good for the legs, definitely bring some good walking shoes. But this building is crazy, the things you find in this city. And not only that, you come to another part of it, and suddenly you're on floor 8. This place is like a maze. Welcome to Xiaohua. I read online that this place was quiet. You could beat the crowds, but not a bit of it. It's China, it's Chongqing after all. The crowds are here. but I guess we just need to embrace it. It's another of these historical preserved areas. I don't mind crowds. Of course, I don't expect to have these places to myself. There's a reason they're busy, because they're pretty. However, when you wait ages in line to get your shot, and then it comes to your turn and people just walk in and barge in front of you because they want to take one, that annoys me. And that keeps happening. It's a bit harder to make a vlog, right? A bit harder to film than just take a few photos. Anyway, it is a pretty place, and the cherry blossoms are starting to come out. It's a good place.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome. More friendly people in Chongqing. Locals, Chongqing locals, want to say hello. And they have the cutest dog. Look at it. Look how cute the dog is. The cutest dog. What is the name?
His name is Xiong.
Xiong. Okay. Very good. Oh, it's funny how life works, isn't it? There's me moaning about people getting in my way. I'm getting a bit frustrated. And then the most lovely couple come up to me and start talking to me and remind me how friendly people are here. I had a really nice chat with them off camera. It's funny how the world works. Knocks you out and then lifts you back up. Wow, this is the spot, isn't it? I can't believe no one here. Tucked around the corner, the little hidden spot. This place is an absolute Instagrams or TikTokers paradise. Like this whole city, this is the place. Just goes to show, even in the busy places, there are little hidden pockets, little secret places where you can find to have just yourself. Given that it's heating up a little bit, I had to take the jumper off. I thought, what better and an ice cream in this historic area. You see these around a lot and they have a print of Chongqing. I'm guessing this says Chongqing in Mandarin, but you have them of the attractions in Chongqing as well. But I wanted one of the cable car, but they didn't have it. And then I wanted one on the bridge and they didn't have that. So I had to end up with the text, but that's fine. Milk flavor. It's actually quite tasty. Not bad for 12 degrees. Cornetto or Magnum, give me a Chongqing ice cream any day. Now, walking around the streets of Chongqing, you see this absolutely everywhere. People have the street carts and they're frying off peeled potatoes. They look so good. As a British person, of course, fried potatoes look so good. And yesterday I had them with cold noodles and my God, it was good. So I wanted to show you them, but the potatoes themselves were so good, I just got the potatoes and they're mixed with crispy chili oil, Lao Ma style, pickled vegetables, all sorts of sauces, spring onions, and all sorts of other things. So let's see if these are as good as yesterday's. Ah. Yes. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's savory. There's pops of flavor from those pickled vegetables in there. And then the coriander and the spring onion freshens it up. It's so good. The potatoes are soft on the outside, but there's a little savory flavor from where it's fried and gone golden brown. So good. If you see them on the street, definitely get them. They're just as good like this as they are with the noodles. Potatoes and noodles, just depends on what you fancy. Just 8 renminbi. Evening, and I'm on Daijia Alley Broadwalk, and it has all of the same buzz, all of the same energy. Hot pot restaurants, people selling things, the speakers that you get everywhere in China. I don't know what it's saying, but calling stuff out. But you get the views down onto the road, down onto the people waiting for the lights to turn on at Hongyudong. Amazing views over the river and the city beyond. But to be honest, the place to be looks to be down by the riverside. So I'm gonna head down there. Just walking across the bridge now. And who thought the views from the bridge could be so stunning? Almost 300, well, I think it is 360-degree views of skyscrapers. And we're into golden hour now, so the sun is well and truly on its way down, lighting up the sky in its golden hues. It's not going to be the best because it's been a bit cloudy today. It has cleared, you can actually see the sun now, but it is still hazy, and actually it has been hazy the whole trip, unfortunately. But it doesn't take anything away from it. That sun is bouncing off the buildings, and I just love this time of the evening. It's about an hour and a half until Hongyudong is lit up. There's already people queuing down there, and there's people getting ready for their boat trips, their sunset boat trips. What incredible views though, right? Amazing. Who knew Chongqing had a beach? Well, kind of, but what breathtaking views as ever in this city from this spot. And it seems to be a popular spot. There's lots of people down here chilling, eating something, taking their photos, of course, of the sunset, just hanging out and spending their evening down here. I must admit, it beats the chaos on the other side, that is for sure. And I can hear someone playing trumpet from a building up here, which is quite nice, adds to the atmosphere down here. Friendly atmosphere, as ever, with people saying hello to me and coming to talk. I keep saying this in China, something which is synonymous with my time here. The skyline is spectacular, as ever in Chongqing. Everywhere you go, as I've said, you get spectacular skyline. Maybe one of the best. Crossing the bridge and down here might be one of the best views that I've seen. Left the best till last, of course. But on the way down here, it got me thinking, what are my thoughts on Chongqing? Especially compared to Chengdu, the first 2 places that I've been to in China. And it's interesting because I've seen so much of this place on social media before I got here that it didn't really look real. And to be honest, when you're here, it doesn't really seem real. I still think I'm in a dream or in a game or in a sci-fi movie, something like this. Maybe because the things are so vast. I mean, just look at the size of the bridge behind me. Everything is so vast. I feel so small. And then you have the big sweeping skylines. The haze adds to it for sure. It's like you're playing a game and you can never quite get to the edge of the map, if you see what I mean. But it is a different city from Chengdu. For me, Chengdu is more of a livable city, somewhere I would choose to live. This definitely is a place that you come to visit, if you see what I mean. And everyone comes to visit. Every spot seems to be an Instagram spot, a TikTok spot. The whole place is like that. It feels like it's built for that. I mean, it isn't built for that, but it has become that, of course, and obviously that's why I'm here and why it's so popular. But it's definitely a place you need to visit. It's definitely a place I've enjoyed visiting, spending a few days here. There is so much to do, so much good food, again friendly. It's a little bit more difficult to get around because of the hills, but nevertheless, it's right up there with awesome cities that I've been to for those reasons, because it constantly feels like I have to pinch myself and realize I am in reality. Anyway, it's sunset, so it's all about the views and all about the vibes, isn't it? All right, guys, I think this is the place to end the video. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and hit the like button. I'll catch you guys in the next video from a city that has had an impact on all of our lives. See you in the next one.